Well, good morning, everybody. I'm just coming out the front door. I did. Oh, hold on one second. I gotta adjust myself with this coffee. Okay. And I did open up the garage door. I wanted to take you on a little tour of how the progress is in my garden is coming along. As you can see, the front entryway doing wonderful. This year, these flowers are looking beautiful. I'm gonna Google it and make sure which one was this, because it didn't bring any blooms last year. I had planted from seed here, and now it looks so beautiful. I have some lavender that haven't did anything in the pot. My sweet potato haven't budded, but it got a lot of roots inside. Some more buds that came back this year. I have a couple plants I have to put in the ground. And we're going to take a tour on the back to the garden. This is my flower bed in the front. On the side, I'm going to have to put in some flowers I have, and some is growing in here. I see a couple weeds I'm going to pull out, but I do see some sprouting up. Water catcher. All right. So this is me walking on the side of the house going towards the back. As you can see, I have a rose bush here. Don't have anything in the front one. First one. The second one is another rose. This is the new one to the addition. Right here. I can't remember which one was this because I had one that died. Got eaten up with something in the soil. I dumped it out, and I had this one. One was a reddish and yellowish tone, and one was yellow. So I'm kind of anticipating seeing which one is this. So this is the back. As you see, I told you I have to work on the fruit orchard right here. Fencing is keep falling in, but I have the, what is that? Oh, the grapes, the 3 grapes are looking wonderful. Right in the middle right there is a blackberry I had got when I went to the festival. And I see that my blueberry bush is growing higher. It is doing pretty good. Expecting blueberries. In these tubs right here is my ginger. See what happens from there. And back here is my peaches and apples. I have 2 tubs back there. It's empty. And I could be able to put some more in there. And right here is my fig. Looking beautiful. The other fig died. So I still have some work to do here. And up here on the hill in front of the back house, in the backyard, I have all my plants is now out. All of the plants is now out. So as you come in my entranceway, still have to work on it, but I see it already done before it's completed. The green buckets, let me put my coffee down on the table over here where I'm still working underneath here. I did put the tent up. I did put the tent frame up, but I want to make sure the distance was correct, and so I can work around it. But it's going to be moved once I start putting up the other side of the fence. But the frame is up. That's going to be secure down more. I'm going to open up this tripod and going to get started with showing you some video of what's going on out. All right, well, you can see right here is going to be the area where the tomatoes will be. All of this is, I'm going to put tomatoes in each one of the buckets. They have been drilled holes in. I was blessed with these pickle buckets, have been cleaned. And I'm going to do a 1 liter tomato vine. So I don't think I want to do 2. I wanted 1 liter. If I decide to put 2, I'll put another stick in it to make it go outward. Not too particular right now about that. But other than that, I wanted to have enough room for the tomatoes wouldn't be so congested and get enough airflow between them. Also, I want to be able to have enough walkway right here through each one, so I can be able to walk through each one to to tend to my tomatoes. So I'm going to be growing 16 varieties of tomatoes. I think I have a 12, I can't remember, I think I grew about 12. Hopefully all of them came up. Some of these will be double. I'm thinking I want to do the determinate tomato ones I have for the first 4 buckets, and all the rest of them will be indeterminate. And the reason why I decided to go this way, this length instead of the other length, is because the sun in the summertime comes over my neighbor's house, comes up, it sits right here. If I did it the other way, the indeterminate tomato branches or vines will end up overtaking the other ones and shielding from other vegetables. By doing it this way, it's coming up and it's being able to allow the sun to expand across all the tomatoes. So I think that will be the best solution, to go this way instead of the other way. It looked better the other way if you're looking from the gate, but I think this way will better suit the sun for the tomatoes. We will see. And if not, next year I'll turn it the other way. So in another thing I want to show you, that in the back here, I have a box I made, but because I extended my garden a little farther back, I have space back there. So let me take you back there and let you see it. So right here is a garden bed that I have right here, that I had tomatoes and my catch-all last year. So it's not that wide, but it's a great, nice sized bed. And I made it, put it together, put gravel on it. So I'm going to take this apart to extend this back towards the fence line. So that'll give me another 2 to 3 inches, maybe 2 inches back here. Not inches, 2 feet back here in the back where my loofah lane will be. So this part up here is going to be extended up a little bit farther up to here, and I will still have a walkway right here, I think just a couple inches up. And I will use this to do some bush beans up in here, and some scallions and stuff like that, and probably put some herbs a little bit in here too. But not only that, I will be expanding the bed over some this way, and I will be expanding the bed over this way. I don't think you can see it, but if I move it, I'm gonna let you see. Can you see where I'm going to be expanding the bed? So over there, I'll be expanding the bed over here, and then I'm gonna expand the bed some over here, right up in here. Okay? And now let me show you. So as you can see here, I have my herb section I created over here with the Pepsi Cola container, I guess, holders when they take them to the store. I went to one store and they said I couldn't get those, so I use them as tiers to be able to plant my herbs from higher to lower, so it can look like a like a stepping design. So on the top, there's no soil in here yet, so but all my herbs are ready to go in. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put soil and all my and put different herbs that I have in each one of these. Now, this tree has bloomed out tremendously. I think I did bring it over a little bit more on this side, because it used to be more this way. So we're going to see if this will get too much sun right here on some of my herbs, or is it going to be okay protected? Because if it does, I'm going to have to get some kind of shield to help protect some of it for some of the UV rays, or try to find the ones that will help benefit from that on this side, because I know when it gets up in the summer, this usually shield all my herbs on this corner, but I'm thinking I might move it over too far because my herbs right here might get too much sun. But we'll see, because I don't want them to bolt too early this time. So I will work something out to make sure that they can get the shade that it needs. So all of this is going to be herbs in here. As you can see, these are the ones from the year prior. I kept those in the blue bins. And these over here, I don't know if you can see it, but these are the herbs that's already developed. I just cleaned them out, cleaned the beds out, and they're still producing wonderfully. I am going to drop more seeds in those. And I still have 2 more grow bags here that I can stick some more herbs somewhere. So I don't know what I'm going to put in the grow bags yet. I don't know if I want to do flowers and set them somewhere prior, or do I want to do more herbs? So time will tell. Now, if you take a look over here, I'm gonna move the camera just a little bit. These are the potatoes right here. I had started potatoes a while back, and right after the cold freeze and stuff, and now you can see they're shooting up past the point where no more soil is needed now. So they're looking wonderful, looking beautiful. The leaves are looking great. Have nutrition in them, because these are with my compost. I buried them in my compost that I had already in the bed. I used that soil. So everything is looking like lovely. I don't know if I'm going to keep them here. I think I'm going to move one pot to back here, to this area right here, past the herb section, because I don't want it too close to my orchard, my tent area. So I am going to probably put 2 bags here, put one right there, and one on the opposite side of the bed once I complete extending it. So they'll have 2 sweet potatoes in the back, 2 potato bags in the back, and 2 up here. I still have to make a space for my sweet potatoes in their tote. Right now, the sweet potatoes have not grown up to be able to be put in the ground yet. As you can see, I have not finished that part underneath there, but I did put some things that's going to be there along with the brown container. My storage container going to be right on the outside of this, right on the outside right here, right there. So that's going to be awesome. So as I turn it around, I'm going to show you, that's the fence line, and I'm going to show you this side of the work in progress. So the 3 beds are going to be ready for to put things in. I was planning on today to be able to put some plants in, but they have to be in this week. So the last thing probably going my tomatoes, but it don't take long for them to get where they need to go. And for the first part with the tomatoes, I probably just end up just putting them in, put them in a small stake until I get ready to finish up the area that I'm going to be using for them to be able to grow. Okay, I got this tarp to put down there. Okay, so over here, if you can see these teepee, the teepee in these containers right here, this right here will be known as a cucumber. I'm going to be planting my cucumbers in here, put my plants in here, have them go up in here, and then I'm going to connect it with another stick or some wire to connect from this one to this one to that one to that one. So not only the cucumbers will have space to go up, they have space to go around. And I thought that I saw the design about going up, and I said, oh, if it's in a In this type of setup, I can even have them go around. So I'm looking for a great production of my pickle and cucumber from there. And I also have two over this side that I'm going to show you that I'm going to be growing cucumbers in there. So all together, I will have at least 5 beds. But each bed will have more than one cucumber because each one of those sticks will have a cucumber with them, hopefully, or 2. Just 2 or 3. And this one will be 2 more over here. I will have there because I don't have a third container because it's used for my herbs. And I'm not taking my herbs out. So I think I'm just gonna deal with the 2. It'll be okay, and I will just wrap that around with that, unless I find something else to make that 3 and 3. So right here, as you can see, I have these 2 beds. One needs a little construction, but these 2 beds is going to be my milling section. So I'm going to plant 3 millings on each one of these beds, and these right here is going to be my trellis to go for a cattle panel trellis with this. And I'm thinking, should I cut it to fit, or should I not cut it? Because if I do it inward, it's going to go higher for that. But if I take it for the outside to do it, but I'm thinking I'm thinking about doing it from the inside and move this bed over some more and have it from the inside going over, because then I can be able to plant something else on the outer side of these beds. So the milling's going to be 3 here and 3 there, and they're going to bind over. So these going to make sure I do my new what's it called, irrigation with the jugs, and try to make sure they keep watered on that. So, and also with these 3 beds right here, I will be having a trellis for these 2. Now I was thinking about getting a cattle panel for these, but I'm not going to get that again. I'm going to do this wood teepee look. So it's going to come up 8 feet. Well, it's going to be 8 feet boards, wood, but it probably come up about 6. Because I'm thinking these boards are 2 feet, that's 4, 5, 6, 8. That'd be 4 feet up. So about right here. But I want it to go at least about 6 feet up. So they'll come up in a teepee, kind of 3, put a board across it, wire across it, or lattice, and my gourds, and what's the other one? Squash, not the squash, was it zucchini, squash, the gourds. Oh, the winter squash will be growing up on the sides of those, along with some, I think I got a couple climbing beans, and maybe can go on somewhere around along one of these things, one of them. And inside the bed going to be mostly peppers. I'm going to have 1 eggplant a piece in here, and zucchini. This is going to be the pepper bed right here. There's going to be peppers in the other areas. I probably put peppers some other places. I'm going to be putting these, I have these planter boxes in front of here, and I'm thinking about putting the onions that I have. It probably won't be the onions that need to set for longer. It'll probably be like scallion onions, and put those there and help them grow. And also probably mix it with some flowers. So I have 4 of these, but I'm only going to do 3 in front of each bed. And that's going to be for those. And the last one I'll probably put over somewhere. I'll find a place for that last one. And that is going to be taken care of for this. Now, I did look up this. What was this? And this is a veggie. Something, it looked like celery to me. But I'm going to let it grow. I'm going to let it grow because I looked it up and there's something good and healthy. And I had something else that was growing over there. And nasturtiums, that's why I think about planting it here as well. So some flour mixed in with some onions be nice with that as well. So that is what the plan is for this garden area. And then end up getting me an awesome fence to go along with it as well. So I'm kind of excited. I am very excited about the progress and what is going to take place in my garden. Well, that was the look at how the garden is going to be looking. I try to get me a little bit of shade. My tree has bloomed out wonderfully. I don't know if any more leaves is going to come on it. It looked like it's full already, but it might push it out some more. I might get some fertilizer to put down there to help it and water it, get some water down there. But them trees seem like they don't need any help. I am going to be putting a tarp over top of here. It's an older tarp, so I hope they don't have a lot of sunspots on it. If not, I'll probably have to get another one. But also, I'm thinking about putting some, what do you call, draping, some screening, not screening, some, sheer curtain around it. Make my own curtain to go around it, and to help with the sun. And also with this tent, I can always lean it towards, it's leaning one end, the pop up on the other side, for when the sun gets to the point it's rising up a certain degree. And I'm praying that once I put that over, it'll help with the shading of the veggies over here. So yeah, so I decided to take my coffee out, just to bring some coffee out. But this is what's going on in my garden. It has been not an easy task because help is much needed. It's a two-person job to really put up the posts, the border, as well as the tarp was okay, but the fencing is what I'm having a problem with, because it was, the ground is so uneven. I decided to do the side that was the hardest first, and I did get that one up. Now I got to put the 2x4s in the ground so it can stabilize it much better. But the back one, it have to be lifted up. But the problem I have, I can't lift it and apply the board. So if I don't get any assistance with that, I'm going to try to find a way to be able to have it lifted up and be able to apply that board to it and it be even. So keep me in your prayers. So I do have that one, and I have this side to do next. And I think I'm going to run out of wiring because it's not 100 feet total, because I got 30 and 30. Well, half of 30. So you could say, because I have 12-foot boards and one is a little short. So if we said 12 and 12 on both sides where my entranceway at, that's 24. The back end is 30. The other sides are 27. As you add those up, it does not equal to 100. It's over 100. So I am going to have to go get a 50-foot 5x50 wiring, which I won't need all that, to complete my entranceway so I can be able to finish with my gate. I did see something online that I could put a a piece of board on the top to make it like a arbor entrance, and I'm thinking about doing that. That might be awesome. And then I can hang a sign coming down from that, just a little sign or something saying, you know, like the happy place or the peaceful place, something, naming my garden. That's another thing. I haven't named my garden. It's no more, it's not TC Academy. Maybe it's my peaceful nest. I don't know. We're going to have to find a name for this garden. And I might put a sign up there for my name for my garden. But a lot of work will be, that's at the once everything's in and I got everything in, I'm just keeping the water and stuff. So then I will work on the gate, the fence, not the fence, the gate, and also decorating from the outside in, and just setting up the little tedious things that I want done. But I'm happy with my space. I think it's going to be awesome. I love these trees here. I'm thinking about getting a little one, but I'm thinking, no, I'm gonna leave it there and continue to have this tree branch out more to block the sun, to have it in a little shady spot. And I like that. I like that part with a shady spot. It would be nice to have another tree there. It would be great to have that come over with more shade. But for right now, I think that spot is real nice. I never put any flowers there, and I don't think I'm gonna do anything. I did try last year, but my lawn care person did not know because I didn't look like a flower bed. And when he came and he cut all whatever could have been flowers, thinking it's weed, away. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to do anything with that area this year. I might start cleaning up a little bit once I finish everything over here and finish tweaking my fruit orchard area, because I already in my mind thinking that I'm gonna expand my fruit orchard a little bit to connect with my bed. So the only way you can be able to get to this section with the 3 trees that shade, 4 trees that shade, is through the back way right here or around the back side of here. And I think I like that because it wouldn't be a walkway coming through the connection where my fruit orchard and my garden bed, and they want to walk through there. So it's a walking area from my neighbor's fence to my fruit orchard. So I'm thinking that will be the only path to come through the back side of this. So most likely I'll probably end up connecting the fruit orchard over to this area by just extending it over to here. I'm not going to open up any space to connect my gardens together, but I will extend it over so they will have an illusion as though it's together. And I will be able to add more fruit trees or space these out a little bit more so they can branch further out. Because I think it's a couple more fruit trees I want to get, a couple more berries I want to have. I do want to get another blackberry. I do want to have 2 more blueberries. I'll need another fig because I only have 1. And I got 2 apples and 2 pears. 1 apple seemed like it just have not woken up yet. I don't know what's going on with the Golden Delicious, but I'm gonna let it do what it do. Just be patient. So, and get 2 pears. I think 2 pears. And I don't think, excuse me, if I run across a plum or something like that, I'll be happy to put a plum tree in there as well. You know, if I get a chance to get a plum or a cherry, lemon. These are some things I will like in the future, but those are some other ones. So it's seems like more than what I have. So from that said, I will be able to just extend that a little bit more, kind of bring it, have that, put more tarp down, and have that over here. So I don't know when that's going to be, but I know I'm not going to put any more fruit trees in it this year, maybe. I'm not going to say not, because you never know when you run across a good deal. But that'll be it for that. And working on my patio area. Just have a sitting area with an umbrella. I can look over in my garden or be in my garden, you know. So I hope you are planning something awesome in your backyard or your garden area, or just being able to have a place where you can have that peace of mind, or that place where you can just sit and enjoy nature and everything else that comes with it. Yeah. So I think I will feel more secure now with this fence up, even though it's not as small, but it make me feel more secure with no fence in my towards the woods. So with that, I feel more secure inside of my garden area. But not only that, my loofahs has plenty of room to vine. I was thinking about 6 loofahs. I have 12. I know I can't put all 12 out. I'm gonna have to bless someone with some loofahs. But not only that, but I think I might can get 9. That means this is gonna be viney like crazy. And I'm praying that I get a lot of loofahs on them this year, that I can be able to bless for the holidays and maybe be able to be a blessing to other people by they can be able to purchase and help to support my garden. Because building a garden, expanding your garden, redesigning your garden like I do mostly every year, trying something new, it's not cheap. It's very costly, especially if you're went from one fence line. I spent a lot of money last year amending my soil, putting new soil and everything like that. But not only that, with the fence line I had and it fell in, now putting up a new fence in, this is more sturdier, but it's more costly. So hopefully after this I will not have to put up no more, unless, hey, we shift into the new homestead place, the acreage. So then I'll be tearing it down and putting up a new one in my new area. But other than that, until then, I'll make this do what it do. So yes, so peaceful this morning, nice out here. I'm a little bit late. I haven't been out. I didn't come out real early, but it's nice. I'm loving it. Well, until next time, this is Tish, just doing what I do. Subdivision gardening over here. As you can see what you can do in small spaces. My yard is not that big. I took half of my yard and made it into a garden. I still have half of it open if I wanted to do something over there. But I am pleased with it. I just believe in God that eventually, once we get our fence up, it'll be awesome. I will not take this down. I'll keep it up because if we have something on the other side, they can hit the fence and will not mess up my garden. But I know me, I will end up putting more trees over another fence line and on the back. It's just me. Oh, God is so good. Take time out today to give God thanks. And every aspect and everything He has done in your life. Everything. God is so awesome. With the spearmint. Oh. I thank God every day for giving me strength and allowing me to accomplish so much in my life. Anyway, be blessed, and remember, if God called you to it, you can't go wrong. Just do what you do and allow you to be led by God by doing it. Be blessed. Bye now.